In this video, we're going to walk through how to set up FTP on your Sony A9. But if you haven't watched our video yet on how to set up a new gallery in your PicPortal account, watch that first. Go to the very first page of the camera menu and select File Format. We like to set this to RAW plus JPEG so that we can send our JPEGs over FTP so it works much faster. You can also select what size of JPEG you want to send. In this case, we'll send a small. Just remember, the smaller the file size, the faster it will send. Next, go to Network 2, which is the green tab with the globe. Scroll to the second page and select Wi-Fi settings. Select Access Point Set. One of the things I love about this Sony camera is it keeps your Wi-Fi access point and your FTP settings completely separate. This enables you to use different Wi-Fi connections without having to create a new FTP set for each Wi-Fi access point. Select the Wi-Fi you want to connect to. Go ahead and put in the password. Click OK. And remember, with Wi-Fi, you may need to connect to Wi-Fi on location, or sometimes we found performance to be greatly improved by setting up your own Wi-Fi network. You can take your own routers to events and plug them into an Ethernet port, or by using a portable hotspot, or even a smartphone with a hotspot when necessary. You must be using a network that does not have a splash page. Splash pages often require authentication or acceptance of terms before a user can use the network. There's no way to interact with these on the camera. Once you have your password set in, select OK. IP address setting should be set to auto. If you plan to use this Wi-Fi connection often, you can set priority connection to on. Select OK. Now your camera is going to try and establish a connection with the Wi-Fi. Once your camera connects to the Wi-Fi source, it should say registered. Select OK. Now go back to the Network 1 menu in your main menu tabs by clicking the menu button twice, then go to the left. Go down to FTP transfer function. Select FTP function and set it to on. Select FTP connect method, set this to Wi-Fi. Select server setting. Here you can pick up to 9 different locations to upload to. If you plan to consistently reuse the same gallery, then you only need to set this up once. Otherwise, you'll need to set this up each time you make a new live gallery that you're going to send to. Click to the right and select the server slot that you want to edit. Select display name and name the server whatever you want. The name doesn't have to match the name of the gallery. Select OK. Select destination settings. This is where you're going to input the information to connect your camera to our FTP servers. For host name, put ftp.picportal.co. Select OK. Leave secure protocol to off. Root certificate error should be blank. And port should be set to 21. Select OK. Go into the directory settings. Leave specified directory blank. Directory hierarchy should be standard. And the same file name should be overwrite. Select OK. Go to User Info Settings and enter the username and password that you created for your PicPortal gallery that you want to connect to. Enter the password. Select OK. Select OK again. Now select OK at the bottom of this page, and it should take you back to the whole list of servers. Make sure that this server you want is selected by clicking the dot next to the name of it. Select OK at the bottom of this page. Your camera is now going to try and connect to the Wi-Fi that you set up along with the server that you just set up. It will say connecting at the bottom of the page, it will recognize the Wi-Fi, and then say connected once it's connected to the server. Click to the right to go to the second menu of the FTP transfer function menu. You can choose to send all images on a selected date or on your card with the top option. Display FTP result simply tells you how many images you have sent from your card. Auto transfer when shot is where you can choose if you want the camera to send every image you take by setting it to on. I personally keep this off. I find it best to only send my best images to my live galleries. Go to the third menu of the FTP transfer function menu. Here you can select if you want to send both RAW and JPEG, RAW only, or JPEG only. This is up to you. We use JPEG only as we usually shoot RAW plus JPEG, but because we need to send images fast during events, we only send JPEG. Sending a RAW file can take a very long time and it's not efficient nor needed in the moment. I keep FTP power save to off, so it keeps your connection going longer. I haven't noticed much impact on battery life by having it off. I set up the FN button on the back of my camera as the FTP transfer button to use when I want to send an image. You can set up any button you want to do this. I did this by going back to my main menu, go to the purple Camera 2 menu, and go to page 9. Select Custom Key with the play button next to it. Select the second option and set this to FTP transfer one image. Once that's all set and your Wi-Fi is connected, you should be able to press the FN button to send images from your camera. Once that is all set and your Wi-Fi is connected, you should be able to push the FN button when you are reviewing your images and it will start to send. When the FTP is solid in the top right corner of your screen, it is connected. When the FTP with the up arrow is white in the top right corner of your screen, it is uploading. When the FTP with the up arrow is orange in the top right corner of your screen, after you have tried sending, it is not connected to Wi-Fi. You will need to reconnect your camera to Wi-Fi. When the FTP with the up arrow is flashing white in the top right corner of your screen, it is trying to connect. When an image is in the process of uploading, you will see two circular arrows next to the FTP in the top left of your screen. When you see a check mark appear next to the FTP logo in the top left of your screen, it means the image has been sent successfully. And that's it, you're all set up. Now you can send images right from your camera to an online gallery through PicPortal. Be sure to practice this at home a couple of times before you go shoot at events, as it can get kind of stressful sometimes, especially if connection cuts out, if you're having trouble sending, if you can't get your Wi-Fi to work. These are all things that will happen in real life and at events, so just make sure you're prepared for them. Make sure you can set this up from scratch. Make sure you can change your Wi-Fi settings, and if you even need to, make sure you can set up a new gallery on the fly. If you're having trouble with your camera, try restarting it, and definitely make sure you have the latest firmware update. If you have any other questions, please email us at picportalco@gmail.com.